Hi, my name is Zoridi Kaseb. I am the founder and director of African Naturals Production Namibia. I started African Naturals as a passion project in 2016, inspired by my daughter, eventually venturing into the actual practice of business in 2018, 2019. And what inspired me to start this business was the fact that, one, we didn't have products for ethnic hair in the shops, all the shops. I went everywhere, I did enough research to just check products that would actually work with my type of hair and my daughter's hair. So it was very challenging to find that until someone from Ivory Coast actually introduced me to shea butter, and I was completely blown away, wondering why we don't have that here. So slowly but surely I started bringing in some shea butter, and as much as I brought it in, I also wanted to see if there was a long chain of value, like a long chain of value in terms of where I got the shea butter from, what impact it actually made, and how I could add value to it with local oils. So what I specifically am conscious of doing is working with women co-ops in different sectors. So especially, for instance, my shea butter comes from Ghana, and it's specifically received from a women co-op in Ghana. And my Zimenia and Marula oils are also specifically sourced from women co-ops as well. So down the line, I like to see that there is actually an impact from when people buy my products, and that there is an impact in the various sectors that provide the raw materials for me. Okay, so with regards to my product line, I initially started off with shea butter, which is sourced from Ghana, from the Women Co-op. And of course, I also looked at the oils that we have here locally and how I can almost not improve, but add a bit of value, more value, like local value, to the shea butter that's from Ghana. So I added the Zimenia and Marula oils, and then from there people started asking for more products. I mean, I also wanted more products that were Namibia weather friendly, so to speak. And then I ventured into the hair spritz because we are in a very dry, arid environment, and that also contains the Marula oil and Zimenia oil, which is great. They act as humectants, which gather moisture from the air. I won't go into the scientific details thereof, but basically my products, I try and make them SADC friendly because we are living in quite a desert type of environment. I also have the hair growth oil, which is like my favorite product from the range. And I'm not supposed to have a favorite product, but that one is my favorite. It is Ayurvedic and with an olive oil base, as well as Zimenia, Marula, and Moringa, which is also locally grown and sourced. And then I ventured into 2 different types of shampoo, which are also natural, conditioner, deep conditioner, and the hibiscus and Henna masks, which is specifically for strengthening and moisturizing your hair. So all of my products generally contain some locally sourced oils and or some powders that are locally sourced as well. I definitely, in terms of my strategic plan for African Naturals, I would love to see local products on international shelves and in international markets. And for TFSA to assist would really be brilliant, because I personally, especially for African Naturals side, we do need to scale up. Currently, we are in between, because we would love to scale up, but we can't because of the information that we still need to get. Like I said earlier in a different conversation, we are literally the guinea pigs of the cosmetic sector in Namibia. So there's a lot of information that's not readily available. And if the information can be accessible, as well as workshops, as well as just the knowledge sharing platform, and then also access to certification, which is a huge barrier in Namibia, access to packaging as well, because a lot of us have to source raw materials, packaging, and certification outside of the borders, whereas we can localize it. So in terms of that, I'm really excited to see what I can gauge from it, and then also how to then bring it into my business so I can finally scale up, because yeah, that is the ultimate goal. So with access to information through this Women in Trade program, not only will it expand the network, my own personal network in terms of sourcing raw materials, because we'll have access to each other, and then also there will be hopefully a access to international markets, what their needs are and how we can then meet their requirements and their needs ultimately. And then also when the coaching program finally takes off, it would be great to see, no one works in isolation or in a nucleus, so it would be really great to see what people who have possibly exported, what they can teach me personally and what I can teach my team as well, so that we can finally get our products on the market, but not only on the market, but make the process of the whole entire export requirement, because it is quite a daunting process. I think that's why a lot of us have a bit of it's because it's so daunting and you have to make products and so forth. Once we get that process and those procedures in place and things kind of start working for themselves, I'm quite excited to see how that will play out. And yeah, just the access to networks, to market, to information, to expertise, I'm quite excited to see that. And ideally, access to funding as well, because that is where a lot of us are stuck. Why women should participate in programs like this is, like I had mentioned before, the access, which is not readily available, definitely something that we can tap into, and then also teach the next group of cosmeticians or cosmetic scientists. I think just making it simpler and easier for them to actually enter this billion-dollar market would definitely be worth it. And then just some words for other people: do your research. Don't be like us who start and then have to go back 2-3 steps to finally do the work. So with all of these kind of programs, I think when there's an access to information, it will make it so much simpler. And like I said, do the research, do the work, look at access to funding, and yeah, it's possible to get into this. Hi, my name is Oride Kasep. Welcome to my lab at African Naturals Production, based in Namibia, Windhoek. I make all kinds of natural products for hair and skin, such as this lovely self-care body oil, which is one of my favorites. Okay, they're all my favorites, but also products for men like the beard oil, deep conditioner, shampoo, which is based of olive oil, so it's derived from olive oil. Definitely, this one is my favorite, more favorite than that one, is the herb-infused hair growth and scalp oil, and then the shea butter. Last but not least, definitely the henna strengthening mask. I have a few other products as well, which are not showcased, but that is kind of the gist of the products that I have here. So at my lab, I also mix things like shea butter, added value with our local oils, such as marula and zimenia oil. Zimenia oil is locally known as ombeke oil, but this one is a cosmetic grade, so it does add some cosmetic value to the overall product. My lab is quite small, but it gets the job done, and yeah.